Rise and shine, ladies and gentlemen, for it is the dawn of a new day in The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask for the 3DS. My name is Ellison Cruz, and welcome to Central South Clocktown, where I gotta say, this part of town has never looked more bustling and beautiful and, you know, ready to construct things. Before we get started with probably some long-delayed, I guess, side quests, I want to head inside the clock tower itself. Now, when you head in here, ironically enough, time actually stops. We can take a look at our masks, and you can take out a couple of them. We've got Camaro's mask. We've also got things like the pig scent mask, mask sense, whatever. You can put them on, and the Happy Mask Salesman will actually give you a little bit of information about it. That mask, that's Camaro's mask, isn't it? That is a fine mask. It is filled with the joy a teacher has in finding a good student. So he's still waiting for us to get Majora's Mask, but he will have unique entries for every single one of these masks, which are very interesting. You've done well to get that mask. In its condition, I can tell that its previous owner was neat and tiny. Well, he was a Deku butler, so... Anyway, that's pretty cool, and you can go back to him with anything you want, really. But we'll hold off on that for now, because there are a couple of things that I would like to collect here. And let's see, what did I have up there? I guess we can hold on to Camaro's mask up there, or Camaro. I don't really know. We collected that in the last part, as well as did a couple of things at the doggy racetrack, and it was a good time. We had a nice little dog day afternoon, and that were, you know, those days happen to be over, but you know. But there's a lot of stuff we can do. Some stuff I neglected on purpose, but others, not so much. There's mostly poor planning on my part, such as collecting the Bremen's mask, which potentially could easily be the second mask you ever collect, but I forgot to talk to him again because he's Guru next to the pond, or the laundry pool, I should say, and I just accidentally forgot that, and I completely missed my jump there because I'm incompetent at this game. And also I wasn't really looking at the screen because when I'm talking, I try not to focus too much on what's going on, and I just try and focus my words, because sometimes that's difficult for me. But, yeah, we're gonna grab some rupees because there are a couple of things I'd like to do in town. That's what I was trying to do. And, it's gonna be a good bit of fun. We're just gonna be spending the next 3 days doing this. And hopefully that doesn't serve us too much of a detriment because, like I said, there's a lot to do at Snowhead, and I'd like to start there with the clean plate. But there are, again, things I'd like to do first. So, starting things off, we're gonna ignore these stupidly uncomical jugglers. And we're gonna go to this very creepy shop. Look at that expression on the building's face. It's a little scary. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got here the Honey and Darling Shop, a gaming center that changes daily. And thus began Link's first foray into the art of soft pornography. Anyway, if you have the hypnotized plasma, you could use it on one of these assholes and they'll just start, you know, going at each other. But now let's go talk to him. It looks like we have a visitor, honey. I wonder if it's a customer, darling. Yes, so we've got the sexually ambiguous duo of Honey and Darling here. The main premise of this area is to come here once every 3 days and beat each challenge perfectly. Each day there will be a different challenge for us, and the first day, which ironically is the most difficult, is Bomb Chews. And basically we need to use Bomb Chews in order to destroy these targets here, and it's pretty difficult. I mean, you have to pretty much just aim perfectly. It's much, your accuracy is much better when the platform is at its lowest, so just keep that in mind. I should not be doing this well right now. This one I feel like is a little bit more difficult than the one in Castletown in Ocarina of Time, so take that how you will. Also, the platform will continually start spinning faster, so that's no good. But you'll have to compensate accordingly. I mean, it's not really too hard, it's just don't fall off either, otherwise you'll lose. But hey, that was actually really good, save for that one that took me like 6 tries. So that's awesome, I think. Did you see that, honey? He got a perfect score. Oh, we have to share our happiness with him, honey. Quick, seduce him! No, they just give us a fishing hole pass. It's like this game really wants us to hold on to these fishing passes. I mean, technically they are basically 50 rupees, but yeah. So, on the first day, you got a perfect score at the Bomb Chew Gallery and Honey and Darling Shop. So we'll have to come back here on the second and third days and complete those, respectively, to collect the final reward. So Honey and Darling, the lovey-dovey couple, were added to your notebook. Lovey-dovey. It's annoying. Let's show off even more for him, darling. Quick, get the video camera. Alright. So I'm gonna leave those guys alone, because screw them. And let's see what else we can do here. There's still a lot I'd like to do. There's stuff we can do at night, and stuff, oh, you know what, before I forget, and we're not going to be referencing any Slipknot songs, we're going to be heading off to the Southern Swamp, because I forgot to give the old man his picture of the Deku King, so we'll go run on over to the Southern Swamp and join the pictograph contest. Now, you can actually skip that Song of Soaring sequence, which is good for us, I suppose. But, I just never do, because sometimes I like to talk during animations. So we're gonna go head over here, and you know what? I have no arrows. I have no arrows! Can we alleviate this? No, we cannot. How do I not have any arrows right now? That's alright, we'll go do this. Before I forget, I should probably mention... I'll mention it in just a moment here, but let's go... This guy's hassling me. There we go. Alright, let's become a human once again. And let's go take a picture of Tingle. Now you can, alternatively, instead of taking a picture of the Deku King, instead of going all the way back here, you can take a picture with Tingle, because apparently he's one of the most photogenic men of this entire century, and we can also get a prize from him. Now, every time I try to roll past him, he just stops me. No, I don't want anything. Yeah, get your copyrighted words out of here. I don't want any more copyright strikes on my channel. So we'll go over here, and you'll be able to get a prize for this in the pictograph contest as well, which is really good. So, when you use the Song of Time, I should probably just clarify this for anybody wondering, you lose all of your consumable items, and I've been calling them consumable items, I guess just the things that are quantified, like the number of Deku Nuts and bombs. You lose all those, the contents of your bottles, as well as you keep all your masks, but you lose all that stuff. You lose whatever you would have in these slots over here, which is typically your title deeds, as well as your stray fairies that you've collected, amongst other things. Like, we don't have any gold Skulltulas anymore, and that's really unfortunate, but you know what, it's gotta be done. You lose all your pictographs, but you do hold on to your remains, and you do hold on to any fishing passes you have, as well as your Bomber Notebook entries, so that's pretty good. It's pretty self-explanatory, so... there's that. Let's get out of here. Let's go show off some nonsense for that man over here, of his dirty, no good, rotten, pig-stealing, great regular son. Oh, and also one last thing I would like to mention now that I just brought that up: the stray fairies in Woodfall Temple have actually been flipped with another temple. Typically, in the N64 version, you would get the double slash that I can't really demonstrating here, where you basically, your sword slash when you revolve around yourself is much longer, but instead they gave you double magic, which is really good, and I have no idea why I didn't bring it up. I thought I did, but I didn't, so I apologize for anybody this may have inconvenienced, this knowledge of not having. It's like, yes, you switched it and you didn't tell me. So anyways, it's a huge horrible monster, no wonder business is slow. By the way, have I mentioned the size of my massive stomach? I mean, I could crush a small fairy boy with this. Alright, so what do you mean there's no one at the window? That's strange. It's like, you didn't see her clock in? It's like they have this routine where every morning at 6 AM they just clock in and then it's like, hey, yeah, you ready for no business today? Some asshole Deku Scrub's gonna come through, gonna be bitches. Alright, whatever. We don't serve to no Deku Scrubs, I'm sorry. So anyway, blimey, where's he, my spoiled son? Sack it off again. See, you can hear, like, my voice just, like, crapping out there. Jesus. Anyway, he's gonna be telling his son has no business dealing with fairies. So, are you taking any nice pictographs? Well, yes, I have. So you can choose on the bottom screen the only pictograph you can ever choose. I do gotta say, Tingle does look rather sexy there. Why's my son? He's just so very well humiliating this guy. He's on his son. Aw, could you imagine being this guy though? Like, trying to raise his son, and he's 35 years old, and then the son turns out to be like, oh, I'm gonna go dance around in green spandex and pretend that I'm a fairy. Like, is that supposed to be, like, metaphorical for something? Was Miyamoto touched as a child? I don't know. Maybe it was Koji Kondo, but we'll never know. Anyway, for going through all the trouble of taking a picture of his son, who's literally down the block, ladies and gentlemen, we get ourselves a piece of heart. So that's pretty good. Could you tell my son something for me? Could you please ask him not to go outside in that outfit anymore? Quit going to those crazy furry conventions. I will do, but you know, in the end, it's his choice. I would still love him unconditionally, and I wouldn't do anything against him. You showed the man from the Swamp Tourist Center a pictograph of someone photogenic. So we found a photogenic friend, and that is nice. Also, side note, over here, by doing that shooting contest with Koum in her boat, you can actually, typically you're supposed to get a piece of heart in the original, and I keep saying typically, you'll always get a piece of heart for completing that in the original, but we got a bottle, so some things are changed in this game. So now that that's done, I think we're pretty much good to go. I'll meet you guys at South Clocktown in just a moment. And return to South Clocktown we have. Alright, so, let's go and head off to East Clocktown, and, or West, I believe, is over here. And because we now have the addition of our mask from Mr. Camaro, and, we can make some girls look pretty good, because we got the Roses sisters to contend with. And it just so happens that on the final 3 days before the Earth's imminent destruction, both of them will be PMSing. I mean, the moon is pretty close to the Earth, so it's no surprise that they'd be rather vehement towards us. So, yeah, these girls are gonna be assholes. They're not gonna have any Maniliners on, and, they're twin dancers who perform with Corman's traveling troupe. I didn't know he employed prostitutes, but that's okay. So, with our lovely dance of Kamau, we shall enlighten them. They're so intrigued. I hear the bomber going crazy. Little boy, this dance is not for you. This is far too provocative. He be creeping. Oh my god, this position. Thank you for teaching us those steps. You're welcome. You are our master. Oh my god. It's like, well, you guys are kind of fueling my twin fetish right now, so I appreciate it. I don't know. But for this, they give us their collective heart and soul and love for a piece of art, so I don't exactly mind. It's like, yeah, that's what she said every night, last night, all nights. That's what they all say. So yeah, we literally stole the hearts of the dancers. We tricked them with this creepy dance craze. Master, you're so cool. Yeah, get back to bed. Just kidding. So now they're gonna be doing our same dance again. All right, Bomber, what do you want? Where'd you get that mask? Come on, no, it's inappropriate. Anyway, apparently there's a crazy-looking guy who likes to raise cuckoos near Romani Ranch. Okay, so here's another rumored event, something that I missed out because I didn't collect the Bremen mask. Something I thought I did, but apparently I didn't because I'm incompetent at video games and did not do such a thing. So let's get started on collecting that, shall we? We actually need to head to the laundry pool and speak to Senor Guru Guru, where he will have the mask that allows us to gain entry into collecting another mask. So these next couple episodes, pretty much just gonna be, hey, collect things, hey, explore things, hey, get things. So we've got another frog there. It's interesting how these things keep showing up. It's kind of funny too, how you can just like push them around. It's like, hey, I know you're an amphibian, but here, join your children. There you go. Did it die? Nope, it's not dead. Alright, how's it going? God, I love this guy. They said I was much too loud when I practiced in my room. They got mad, and now I'm sad. I'll just think about the past to keep my mind off the bad. Yes, I'll do that. Dear spectator, long ago I was in an animal troupe with dogs and donkeys and such. It was a fantastic time if you had an animal fetish. Why could a man join? It's because man is an animal. See what I did there? We're all great, but there's one thing I didn't like about that. Why was the dog the leader? Was it because something was wrong with me, sir? Sweet mother of God. Oh, that dog was an amazing leader, though. No wonder why they let him lead the troop. He was at a stellar troop no matter what animals he had to work with. That's why I stole it. The dog's mask. Why a dog could wear a mask. It makes no sense, but I put it in this box. Along with my dick. But I no longer need it, so I'll give it to you. You may have to wipe it off first, though. Anyway, with this, we've collected the Bremen mask. It belonged to the leader of the animal troop. Try parading it around tiny young animals. Sounds a little suggestive if you ask me, but I'll take it. The leader was a good instructor. His members matured quickly and they became adults in an instant. Sweet. So, a melancholy melody from the man by the name of... Yes, his name is Guru Guru. Excellent. God, I love the Song of Storms. Why can this not be more prevalent in future Zelda games? Just as like a throwback. It would be amazing. So with that, we'll be heading back to Romani Ranch very briefly on the 3rd day, because that's the only time it'll be open for Milk Road. And I suppose for now, I'll just meet you guys dawn of the 2nd day, I suppose, since we're all done with what we need to do here. I'll see you guys there.